Hey guys, Scott Noble with Peavey Electronics.
And I am Eric Dulick from CA House Music.
And today we are going to be talking about the 6505 Piranha Mini Head. Small, but powerful. Eric is going to demo the amp while I kind of talk a little bit about its features. It is demure in size, but huge in sound. It's got a really cool graphic on the top of it as well. It's a 20 watt head with a 12AX7 tube in the front end, so it warms it up quite a bit. It's kind of heavy and heavier tonally. It's a fun amp to play, and it's very affordable. And at the end of the video, the guys are going to tell you a little bit how you can win one of these for yourself through CA House. Okay guys, we're going to jump into the features a little bit of the amp here too. So we're going to start on the crunch channel with the gain at about 50% and the volume at about 50%. The EQ, when you have it all the way to the left, it's a very scooped mid. So I'm going to start with the EQ in the middle, pull it all the way to the left so you can hear what the scoop mid sounds like, and then I'm going to go all the way to the far right, and what's at the far right, it's that classic 777 type setting. So let's take a listen to a couple of different EQ settings and see what that's about.
So I'll just play the same shape pattern over again while he's adjusting the knob so you can hear what that will actually do.
Okay, straight up. Scooping the mid. Then we'll pull all the way over to the far right here too.
What I would also like to note about this too is if you put it on the neck pickup maybe and just roll your volume back a little bit, you get also a very nice bluesy. Nice bluesy tone out of it as well on the crunch setting.
Good point. Something else I should mention too while we're talking about it. Something you don't see on amps at this price point typically, there is a proper effects loop on here too. So it's a send and return that you can put your favorite pedal in there. Obviously if you're doing any kind of reamping, you can go out to a program, or you can go out to a bigger power amplifier if you're doing that using this send as well. Turn it around on the front end and there's an aux input and a headphone output. So if you want to plug this in and rehearse quietly, you can do that. But let's take a listen to the gain channel and see what that's about. So I'm going to straighten out the EQ here. We'll switch over to the lead channel. And let's do the same thing. We'll go through a couple of different EQ settings.
And those of you that have seen my videos before, this is what I call the face melt channel.
Right.
The skin melts right off your face.
It's a given. Then we'll scoop those mids. And then we'll go all the way to the opposite side. And with the gain, there's actually quite a bit more left in the tank here too. So I'm going to crank the gain up, and it gives the amp a totally different vibe when that gain is dimed. Most of the guys who are buying this amp are buying it because they know what the 6505 heritage is. It's a hard rock heavy metal amp, and that's what it does best. So we'll take a listen to that. And also, this amp, right now we're using it with the intended cabinet, which is a 1x8 cabinet. It's kind of small cabinet, but this thing pushes a 412 cabinet really good. So if you have a single 12, a 212, or even a 412, it will push that amp, and we'll take a listen to that in just a second too. But keep this amp in mind if you're looking for a secondary amp as you know, a backup to leave at rehearsal, something you want to leave your head at rehearsal and use this one at home. This is a real utility player, and the thing has got a lot of tonality to it, and it's very usable.
And it can get over a drum set when you're running it through a 412 cabinet.
Absolutely.
It really can.
You bet. So this is with the gain cranking. Let's take a listen. And again, EQ straight up first, then I'll scoop the mids, and then we'll go back to the far right. Let's scoop those mids.
inch speaker.
Try that. Cool. So again, that's the 6505 Piranha. Contact CA House and ask them how you can win one, or come in, try one out, see Eric, and see what this amp's all about.
You got to try it out for yourself. You will be very, very impressed with what your ears pick up with that amplifier. It's amazing.
Thank you very much.
I like the
Point. What's the point?
I like that.
What's the point?
That's the point. So as Scott said, you can also power a 412 with this little baby. And here it is. Here are the sounds with it. I just got it on the crunch setting. Everything's just at about 50% EQ. So this is that cool, like, crunchy, bluesy position. And here it is in face melt. I already feel the power. This is just crazy. This is crazy. Now that's with the EQ straight up at noon. So I'll play a little bit and then we'll scoop it, and then we'll take everything to the 777s position. So let's scoop it for that metal. And then we'll go to the full 7s. It really, really increases that kind of mid-range scoop. I'm telling you right now, if you don't have one of these in your rehearsal room or in your little practice studio, you are missing out, because this little thing is So Peavey, who I really want to thank for sponsoring this video, by the way, absolutely killer product. Peavey has decided to give one of these away. So here's what you have to do to get one. You have to subscribe to our YouTube page. Just should be right here, I think, is the subscribe button. I think it's like right here. If not, just click whatever's here. But hopefully it's a subscribe button. Okay, so subscribe to our YouTube page, subscribe to Peavey's YouTube page, and then just leave a little comment. And what I would want to know is, I want to know, what was the name of your very first band? And if you were never in a band, what would you like it to be? What would you name your first band if you were going to be in a band? You do all three of those things, and you are automatically entered to win one of these amazing Peavey Piranhas that we just demoed for you today. You gotta have this thing. You gotta get this thing. Don't forget to smash that little bell. So if the subscribe's here, I think the little bell is here. Hit that little bell, and what that does is it gives you little notifications every time we update something new. So subscribe, hit the bell. Also do the same for Peavey. Leave a comment on what your first band name was. You can take one of these home free.